What's up, y'all? It's TruthTiger. I'm back here with another video for y'all, and I'm going to talk about parents and family again. And I'm going to say that your parents did not want to see you succeed. They wanted to see you fail. And there's several reasons why they wanted to do this. There are some good parents out there. There are good parents who want to see their children succeed and stuff, but for the most part, most parents are very toxic. They're ill-equipped to parent. They don't want to take on the responsibility of raising a child. They don't want to make sacrifices, and they see the child as a burden, and they see the child as a way to get attention for themselves, and they see the child as someone who they can kind of kick around, and they can, not really give love to. And they're always saying this stuff: you'll never amount to anything. You're not going to end up doing well in life. You're going to end up behind. You're going to end up being a loser. You're going to end up in jail. You're going to end up this. You're going to end up that. Whatever. I heard it all growing up, and I'm sure most of you have too. And it comes from a place of them wanting to see us fail. And there's a couple reasons why. One of the main ones is that if we succeed, we will not need them anymore. They want us to be in a state of financial dependence on them. They want us to be in a state of emotional dependence on them as well, mental dependence. They want us to really, not ever break free from them. And a big way is if you can stay financially dependent. You always have to move back in with mom, So my mom would love that when I'm like, Mom, I'm 24, I gotta move back in with you. She loved it. She loved it. She didn't want to see me independent. She did not want to see me on my own, because now it's like I'm forced to have to hang out with her. I'm forced to have to be around her. I'm forced to be a part of her life because I am dependent. And the dependency forces you to be stuck in their life, and it forces you to be stuck with them, and it forces you to have to be around them and all their negativity and all their BS and all their drama, and that's a big tactic, is to keep you financially dependent. So they don't want to see us succeed, make money, do well at the job, do well at business, whatever, because that threatens the control that they have over us or are trying to have over us. It's unfortunate, because good parents would want to see their kids succeed. Good parents would want to see their kids spread their wings, be independent, be good functioning adults, but not these toxic parents. And I will make a side note that for the golden child, the parents want the golden child to succeed. For a golden child, the parents will push very hard for that golden child to succeed. And if that golden child better succeed too, and that golden child better get A++. If that golden child gets an A-, they will turn against that golden child. I'm disappointed. They will throw a lot of negativity at that golden child. So I will make that point that the golden child is sort of forced to succeed because the parents see that golden child as an extension of themselves. And if that golden child succeeds, it's like they succeed. But because our parents have discarded us, they see us as problematic because we see through their gaslighting, we see through their manipulation, we see that they are not good people, and they feel threatened because we're like, hey, you didn't raise us good, you were a terrible parent, what the hell? They see that, and that scares them. It threatens them. It throws them off, so they discard us and throw us to the side, and they want to see us be effed up, effed up. And yeah, so with the mom especially, it's like, she wants the kids to never move out, always be stuck, always be dependent on her. And with my dad, I find it's more like my success makes him feel threatened as a man. If I succeed, he feels like a loser. He feels like he didn't do well in life, and he's going to be comparing himself to me in a rival kind of a way. And if I do something well, that hurts his pride, that hurts his ego. So for the dad, it depends on your dynamic. It could be different with your dad and mom, and some parents are just like, I want nothing to do with you, just throw you to the side, so it could be different dynamics depending on your situation. But for what I'm talking about, with the dad, it's like if I did things well, like that would really threaten my father. Oh, you're lifting weights, you want to be a tough guy, blah, 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 blah. It's like, I'm just trying to, like do the best I can for myself, but, it'll make them feel very threatened. And, a lot of our parents, they want to see us down so they can have someone to kick around, so they can talk about how they have this loser kid, and they can laugh and have someone to kick around and have someone to turn into a punching bag. And if you're winning, you're doing well in life, well, now they don't have a punching bag. They don't have someone to kick around. They don't, And it's like they want you to be their little flunky. They want you to be a flunky, because a flunky who can't do stuff right is easy to control. A flunky who's always needing to move back in, always needing to borrow money, always be independent, always needing to be, bailed out of jail, whatever it is, a flunky that's always dependent, that's always going to come crying back to them. That's what they want. That's what they want, because then you'll always need them. And you'll be in this dependent state where they expect you to come running back to them so you can get kicked around more. And I also wanted to dispel a myth with this video. I wanted to dispel this myth that, oh, your parents want to see you do well. They want to see you thrive and succeed. No, they don't. They want the opposite of that. You thriving and you being successful freaks them out, because they also had this predetermined role that they set up for you. They set up the role for you to be the family failure, the family clown, the family fuck up, whatever. They had that role set up for you and set in place for you. And they had that there, and they had that slot for you, and that this is who you are, this is who you're going to be, this is your role within our family, this is your role within our system. And you go, no, I'm not going to play that role anymore. I'm not going to be that guy. I'm not going to be that gal. I'm not going to be that person. I'm not going to be that. And it's like that what they architected and built out for you is now at risk. It's now at risk. And when you start to find some success in life, if let's say you're younger and you're still maybe living at the house, but you got a job that's going well or school that's going well, they will all of a sudden throw some drama at you. They will all of a sudden trip out at you. They'll all of a sudden kick you out of the house. You got to move out. You're 21 and in college and about to get a good job, and things are about to go great and really well for you, and you're about to get free. So now I'm going to try to kick you out of the house, or I'm going to start some big drama, or I'm going to say we need family therapy, or whatever it is. They're going to throw some crap your way and try to drag you into some things. And when I say family therapy, a lot of narcissists will manipulate therapists, especially narcissistic mothers. They'll say, my kid's a problem, my son's a problem, my daughter's a problem. And they'll try to manipulate the system and manipulate people to think you're this big issue. And they'll try to get some diagnosis put on you, or get you put on some kind of medication, or just to try to throw some general shame onto you, to make you into this this shame person, to make you feel flawed and broken and bad, and you're this big problem. They'll pull that out as a shame tactic. So I want to clarify that. But yeah, they'll start to cause problems. They'll start to cause drama because they're scared they're going to lose you. I say that a lot, but they're scared they're going to lose you. They're possessive people. They're not winners. They're losers. They're not happy with themselves. They have very, very low self-esteem. And they know that if you leave, they will not have people to really socially interact with anymore. They will not have a source of supply is really the big thing. They will not have that narcissistic supply and attention that they need. They will not be able to put someone down so they can feel good about themselves. They won't be able to do that anymore. That option is now taken off the table, And I would say if you're trying to move out of your parents' house, you're starting to get some stuff going, keep it quiet. Keep it real quiet. Don't tell them about it. And if you're in a kind of situation like this, you're trying to move out, be quiet about it. Don't ask your parents for help. Just try to leave in the middle of the night. Not in the middle of the night exactly, but you know what I mean. Try to do it in kind of a stealthy way. Don't tell them about it too much. Just be like, all right, I'm out of here. Bye. See ya. That's what you got to do. And if they start to cause a bunch of drama, don't get dragged into it. Don't get dragged into their fights and all their arguments and all their BS. You just got to walk away from them. But yeah, back to the main point. They didn't want to see you be successful. They did not want to see you win. They are very jealous of their own children. They have extreme jealousy of their own children. And if their own child does something good, it threatens them a lot. A lot, especially if it is not the child that is assigned to do good in the family. If the golden child does something right, oh yay, the golden child did something right. But if you do something right, it's like alarm bells are going off big. Like this kid, he was supposed to be the little punk. He was supposed to be the little screw up. He was supposed to be our freaking garbage can for us to throw all our trash in. But now he's doing well. Now he's succeeding, despite all the crap we threw on him, despite all the disrespect, despite all the doubt, despite all of it. You've won, you've succeeded. And they don't like it. They don't like it at all. It trips them out. It trips them out bad. And the thing is, they love to get together with their other boomer friends and stuff and be like, oh, my son still lives in the basement with me. Oh, my daughter's all screwed up. Oh, our kids are such screw-ups. We're so great. And our kids suck so much. They love to do that. They love to do that because they don't have lives of their own. So this is some, drama they can use to fill their life up. And it can give them something to complain about and something to, something to point at this other person and say, my child, problem, bad, They get a lot of supply from that. That really boosts their ego up big. And it makes them feel very good about themselves in a shitty way. It does, because they're egotistical people. But they love to do that, get together with their other little friends, little boomer friends, and do that. And when you start to succeed, it takes that away from them. It takes the bullets out of their gun. And they never envisioned you being successful. My own father told me, oh, I thought you'd end up in jail by now. And I was never a type of guy or a type of kid to really get in much trouble. I never really got in that kind of trouble at all, but he's saying stuff like that because that's what he wants, so that he can feel good about himself with his screw-up son, Really. And with my mom, oh, come move back in with me. Oh, you should be living with me even though you're 30. Come move back in. And then, if I would, which I would not, but if I would, she'd be like, oh, gosh, he's 30, he still lives with me, and, oh, you know how it is. I'm just being this great parent, and da-da-da-da, and They also, if you're a screw-up, they can pretend to play hero. They can, my 27-year-old needed to move back in with me, but I was such this saint and this hero, and I let him do it. Oh, look at how great I am. Look at what a saint I am. Oh, my son got in trouble, needed to be bailed out of jail, and I posted the bail, and I'm so nice. I'm such a saint. I'm such a great parent. I'm so good, and my child is so horrible. And if you really look at that from a framework of someone who's trying to be an adult and a leader and responsible and make sacrifices and be a bigger person, why the hell would you ever have that attitude towards your child? That's an insane attitude to have as a mature, responsible adult, which, newsflash, our parents were not mature, responsible adults. They were 3 years old mentally and emotionally. I should say emotionally more than mentally, but they have the emotions and the character development of a 3-year-old. They do. And that's why they have that kind of an attitude towards stuff like that. And for a lot of them also, they want some crap that they can enable. A lot of them, I feel like if I had a freaking dead body in my trunk and, my mom came by and was like, oh my gosh, honey, there's all this blood in your trunk. Is that a dead guy? And I'd be, no, Mom, it's not. And, if the police ask, tell them it's not that. She'd go, okay, sure, and it's like, I don't know. It's like they have this mission they get to be a part of. They get to be a part of something now. Something where they get to feel morally superior, but they get to, like, be a part of it, and it gives them this drama and this story and this adventure. And it adds this flavor to their life, and they get to tell all their friends about it and stuff. And I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on with this, but a lot of these narcissistic parents like to enable bad behavior. And if you're a kid who does bad, if you're doing bad behavior, you're screwing up, they get a kick out of it. They get a kick out of it. They get a big kick out of it. They really do. They really do. And they get to play hero and act like they're saving you. I'm saving my kid and and it's real ridiculous. It's real nuts. And I do want to make another point of order here that a lot of people have parents that are just like completely out of the picture and not going to answer their calls, just whatever. A lot of people have parents that have completely abandoned them, or parents that are just sketchy and are just who knows what they're doing. So I do want to make that point of order because there are a lot of folks with parental situations like that, but I'm talking more about the parents that are still there but are being toxic and possessive and are using their children as a source of narcissistic supply, as a way for them to get attention for themselves and as a way for them to boost their own egos. So yeah, I guess one more thing I want to say is, like, I remember I had a cousin and he was a good football player. He was on the football team and stuff, and his dad wouldn't let him play football, and he had to, like, sneak out of the house to go to football practice and stuff because his dad saw, like, shit, my son is winning, and now I feel small downstairs because of that, And they'll do things to sabotage you. They will do things to bring sabotage into your life and to make it hard for you to be successful. You being successful is not something they want. So they will do all kinds of sabotage and do all kinds of stuff to try to stop you from succeeding. So, keep it under wraps. Keep it under wraps. Then once you got it all together, move out, get away from them, and don't mess with them. Don't have them in your life, and don't feel obligated to them. So yeah, I'm going to end this video here. Thank you all so much for watching. God bless. You all are amazing. Thank you all for your support. I really, 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 really appreciate you all just listening to me, going on these rants. Y'all are amazing. I will see you all next time.